Over the last month or so, I've been trying out Brawl King Storm. I've been trying out Asura's Path because at the end of the day, Breaker is just fun. It has been such a hard choice between the two engravings, and the blanket reason being that this engraving just fits more into the reason why I made the character and the role that he's gonna fill with all the rest of my characters as an alt. And if I'm being completely honest, I really wish there was a way to play both engravings in different situations. And I know on a side note, the director actually talked about this, making it easier to switch class engravings because, guys, let's be honest, both class engravings for most classes are fun in the right situations. So let's go ahead and get into number one, is that it's easier to perform at the ceiling of your stats and the class engraving. Simply put, there are less win conditions to this class engraving, period. The biggest three of those win conditions being the burst window timing, in that Asura's Path, it takes 6 seconds to fully optimize that burst window, and for Brawl King Storm, it takes 3 seconds. Now the second one directly leading into this is that Asura's Path is a front attack, and you have to find a front attack window for 6 to 7 seconds to not only activate your state, but optimally get that entire burst window in there. And you have to consistently do that through the entire fight. Now, with Brawl King Storm, you have a 3-second burst window that is free positional. And with the proper raid knowledge, this is basically free and very consistent and very low stress. And the third condition being that with the Sur state, you have to constantly be rotating your skills, which means you are constantly looking up and down at your skill bar, and that's something that I really do not enjoy doing when I'm playing a class. I want to be in the fight. And with Brawl King Storm, it has a set skill rotation that allows me to be much more in the fight than looking at my skill bar. And this is something that is really important to me. The second reason why I am choosing Brawl King Storm over Asura's Path is that I enjoy the animations, especially the burst animations, more than I do in Asura's Path. I feel like there's not a whole lot of impact when you go into your Asura state and you're hitting them like with 1,000 punches. It looks pretty cool, but it doesn't feel like it has much oomph. But with Brawl King Storm, whenever you go into your state, you supercharge your freaking Eye of the Storm and you go boom, and there's like wind, and it's like and it's very immersive and enjoyable to me. It feels like it has a lot of oomph, and you're almost like waiting to see like, oh my gosh, how much this is gonna hit for, or whatever. It's really nice with the anticipation and seeing that skill, along with, of course, the identity skill. You can be like freaking Superman flying across the screen and landing into the ground and just like with these double explosions going in the ground. It's really cool. So for me, I enjoy the animations a little bit more in Brawl King's Fist or Brawl King Storm. And the third major reason that I am choosing Brawl King Storm is because at the end of the day, it's just a less active class. There are less buttons that I have to press for me to have fun, and that is a big thing for me. I do not really like spammy classes that I have to constantly be pressing buttons and be managing the uptime of 8 different skills. It lessens the immersion of me actually being in the fight and feeling the weight of that raid and the boss and the music and all of that. And instead, I feel like I'm still just focusing on hitting a ton of keys all the time. And with fewer buttons to press, I just have much more enjoyment overall going through multiple fights, multiple raids on an alt, which is exactly what this character is. With all that being said, I still enjoyed playing Asura's Path, but for the greater percentage of the fights in the game, as is right now, if I had to lock into one engraving, it would be Brawl King Storm. If, in the future, the director makes good on his promise and makes it easier for us to switch in between class engravings, pray to Regulus this happens, man. I need it. I would love this. Then I am definitely going to enjoy playing both, as I did have a lot of fun on Asura's Path, or playing Asura's Path through some of the different raids. But again, I just enjoyed Brawl King Storm more consistently through the end game fights. But I really want to hear from you on why you chose the certain class engraving that you did for your breaker, if you made one, and if that class is your main or if it's more of an alt. And also, if you in general prefer more spammy high APM classes or lower, slower APM classes. I'm very curious to see what the population has to say about this. But guys, that is everything for this video. I'm definitely going to be making more of these why do I play a certain class type of video, because I play a lot of different classes and for very specific reasons over a different one. It's been asked a lot in my Discord and in the comments for my YouTube video, so I'm going to be making more of these in the future. Make sure and subscribe to the YouTube channel if you like this video, or if you just like Lost Ark content in general. I'd love to see you around more, and I will see you on the next video. I hope you have an absolutely fantastic day, guys. Bye-bye.